Hello, Sussex Squaddies, and thank you so much for tuning in to Celebrity Click. And I hope that you are all doing very fine from wherever you are watching this from. Now, guys, Donald Trump and First Lady Melania were in the UK for the state visit that actually concluded today. And guys, obviously, the UK media was supposed to be flooding their headlines with the news of Trump's UK visit. But guys, to your surprise, the Daily Mail was actually busy stalking the Sussexes. Yes, guys, you heard that right. The Daily Mail was busy stalking Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex back at California, Montecito. And they made Trump's UK visit all about the Sussexes. And guys, it is crazy. And guys, this is pure proof that the Daily Mail is very much obsessed with the Sussexes. Because guys, tell me why. Help me understand. Instead of the Daily Mail reporting about Trump's UK visit, they went ahead and stalked Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex and made all this about the Sussexes. And guys, this is proof that the Daily Mail's news can't sell without the Sussexes. They can't sell without mentioning Prince Harry. They can't sell without mentioning Meghan Sussex. And so guys, here is the headline from the Daily Mail, and it is ridiculous, guys. It is hilarious. So it says, Harry and Meghan left out in the cold as Trump and Melania wine and dine with royal family at Windsor. Guys, I told you it is crazy because guys, instead of the Daily Mail focusing with Trump and First Lady Melania, who were in the UK, they went ahead and started stalking the Sussexes. And guys, I believe the reason as to why they were doing this, it is because they were trying to cover up for the leftover royals who have been embarrassing themselves throughout. Because guys, as you all know, Kate Middleton actually embarrassed herself yesterday, and I'm sure they were trying to cover that. They were trying to cover the fact that Camilla actually told Kate Middleton to shoo in public, like she told her to shoo in front of a camera. And also the fact that Prince William and Kate Middleton were not included under the tent. That is what they have been trying to cover. And guys, do you know who is a distraction? They must use the Sussexes as a distraction to cover for the leftover royals. But guys, the better thing is the Sussexes, they don't care about this because they are actually leading their happy life back in California, Montecito, and they don't care about anything that happens back at the royal family. They don't care what the leftover royals are doing because guys, as you know, they actually stepped down from being working royals, and so they don't give a damn about what these people are doing. And the Daily Mail is the only one who is actually obsessed, to the point that they went through all the trouble to go and stalk Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, just so that they can distract the public from the embarrassment and the humiliation that Prince William and Kate Middleton actually went through. And guys, the better part is that the Sussexes are actually minding their business back at California, Montecito. And actually, Aseva posted a photo of Meghan Sussex, whereby she was busy taking care of her garden. And in that picture, you could see that Meghan is not someone who is minding about anything that is actually happening back at the royal family, and I'm sure they are actually happy they are not part of that. Because guys, the nasty things that went down yesterday, I'm sure the Sussexes are very much happy and relieved that they are not part of that family. And guys, it is very funny that the Sussexes are just living their life back at California, Montecito, quietly minding their business, and yet they still dominate the UK media tabloids, and still they are the ones who are making headlines back at the UK. And this shows you guys that the Sussexes are very much relevant, because why are they the ones who are actually dominating the tabloids in the UK? When Trump is there and First Lady Melania is there, why is it that they are the ones who are dominating the headlines when the leftover royals are actually having an event going on? To the point that the Daily Mail had to go through all the trouble to stalk Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. And guys, as I have told you, this headline is extremely ridiculous because I believe Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex were not left in the cold because they don't care. They don't mind, and they are happy leading their lives back at California, Montecito, and they are focusing on their projects and their business, and they have no time to think about what the leftover royals are doing or what is actually happening back at the royal family, or what is actually happening back at the UK. And the fact that they stepped down from being working royals, that is pure proof that they don't care and they don't want to be associated with anything that is happening in the royal family. But definitely the Daily Mail can't admit that because it wants the attention, it wants the clicks, and there is only one way to be able to get that, and that is through the Sussexes. The only people who actually bring them money, the only people who bring them clicks, and the only people who sell their news, it is only Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex. And that is why they made Trump's visit all about Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, to the point that they actually went through all the trouble of stalking them back at California, Montecito. And guys, it is crazy and it is creepy. And so guys, here are some comments from people. And Laura said, watching the day's event, all I could think was how happy H&M must be to be out of this charade. And I am Sage said, oh, 100%. And Laura Holt said, I actually read the article and it calls them spotlight hungry, and that they usually upstage royal events. It says that they have been snubbed or are deliberately keeping out of sight. Do people really think that they would have been invited being non-working royals? And I am said, I still find it wild beyond belief that the media admits that Harry and Meghan living their lives like normal people is enough to upstage a carefully planned and choreographed state or royal event. Meghan hiking was enough to overshadow the coronation and was Harry and his coat hanger at Heathrow. And Cassidy said, I actually think one could hear the sigh of relief all the way from Montecito. I felt genuinely bad watching the monarchy groveling to convicted felon. And I am said, I heard the sigh of relief all the way in Canada. They dodged a bullet, that's for sure. And Peter said, they felt so stupid to think that Harry and Meghan aren't watching, thinking that the King and William are now complicit in giving legitimacy to dictator Trump. H&M probably wearing the dissociation as a badge of pride. And Bana said, who told them Harry and Meghan wants to be there exactly? And another person said, at this point, even M&H haters are laughing at the headline, especially after the reception Harry got a few days ago in Britain. The people have spoken. They adore H&M. And El Bernard said, they don't want to be there. They have a heart. And Kia said that's the only way they could get clicks. They have to distract from people who saw Camilla shoo Kate away from her and Melania. And King Charles III not letting them stand under the white tent in Windsor Castle. And Jenna Cook said, I'm sure they are crying. And Fashionable Capricorn said, Harry and Meghan hate Trump, so this isn't the flex they think it is. And Meghan is a global queen said, pretty sure H&M are gutted, not. And another says, they can't write anything interesting about the leftovers, always inserting H&M into it. And another said, what a blessing it is to avoid such a sham, a gift. And Orange is Black said, I'm very sure the Sussexes are not missing anything, not now or to come. It seems being in the cold is much better. And Marcia says, Always projection, check the picture, and it was glaring who was sidelined earlier. Our faves are enjoying their peace and happiness in their 30 bedroom and 24 bathroom mansion. And Dominic, the writer, says, interesting that the headline is that H&M are left out in the cold, when if you zoom out on the picture, William and Kate are standing in the outside of that tent. And Momsy said there was only two left out in the cold outside the tent, Willie and Kitty. And Rusa says, I bet they are glad not to be part of that stunt. And Sokari F. Charles says, imagine thinking they would have wanted anything to do with this charade. It is the mail after all. And Kimi Day said, why would they want to wine and dine with either parties? And guys, as I have told you, it is actually very creepy that the Daily Four had to stalk the Sussexes just to come up with this ridiculous article, with this ridiculous headline. Because guys, as we all know, the Sussexes, they don't care about anything that is actually happening with the leftover royals, and they are no longer working royals, so they don't care, they don't give a damn. And I am very sure that they are actually very happy that they are not part of that. Because guys, you all saw the humiliation and the embarrassment that William and Kate received, and the Daily Fair was only looking for attention and for clicks. And so guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and also thank you so much for watching, and please let me know what are your thoughts about this in the comment section. And also please don't forget to hit that subscribe button.